welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while since I have filmed. The last video was a month ago, and I have started college and a lot of things happened like last month, and so I kind of put my YouTube channel on the back burner, just, you know, getting into like a new routine and all of that fun stuff. But it feels good to have filmed a new video. I'm really excited for y'all to watch today's makeup look. I really didn't know what I was going for. I didn't know if I was going to go for like an easy peasy school look, if I was going for a glam look, but I think that we went for a really pretty nice, simple, but a little edgy fall look. So be sure you stay tuned for the video. If y'all want to see any specific types of videos, then DM me on Instagram, follow me there. You can drop it in the comment section of the video. Interact with me. I'm gonna be interacting with y'all. But yeah, it feels like really good to film again. I actually started my YouTube channel 2 years ago this month, and so wow. That's all I have to say is wow. But it has really been a crazy month and a half. But yeah, it really feels good to film again. So I really am excited for y'all to watch today's video, and if you enjoy it, then be sure you give it a big thumbs up. Okay, so I have already did my skincare. So what I use is Earth Harbor. I talked about that in my last video. I did a collaboration with them, and I shared some of their products, and I did have a discount code. So if you want to watch that video, you can go to my previous video and watch that. I'm not really going to talk a lot about the skincare just because the video is not about that. It is more just about like a little fall, easy, fun, creative kind of look. I really don't know where I'm going with this makeup look right now. I don't know if I want to do like glamorous. I don't know if I want to do easy because I am going out with one of my girlfriends tonight. We're going to go hang out and eat, and so I really don't know where I want to go. So we're just going to see as I'm doing this makeup look. I just have not filmed in forever, so it's going to be back in front of the camera for a little bit. So we're just going to see where a little makeup brush takes us. But I've already done my skincare, and we're going to go ahead and jump right onto eyes. So the past month, I've actually been doing my eyes first. I have been using concealer as my primer and then doing it that way because lately I've been using a lot of glitters and they tend to have a lot of fallout, and so I don't like to do a pretty face and then have that pigment of colors kind of fall out. So I have been really enjoying doing my eyes first and then cleaning it up afterwards with like concealer. So you can do your face first and then your eyes, or you could just do it how I'm gonna do it, but I know I'm very messy like when I eat or when I do anything, and I'm very messy when I do my eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and begin with the eyes. So when I do prime my eyes, I have been using the e.l.f. the Camo Concealer. Y'all, I have bought this a cajillion times. I really truly cannot tell you how many times I have bought this tube. What I'm starting to do is I'm starting to like keep up with all of my bottles, and then like in a couple months see how many I've used or how many I've bought, because it is a lot, but it's only $5, so I don't really ever feel bad about like spending it because it's so cheap and the product is really great. And I just not have found another like good primer for my eyes, because the concealer really does good at hiding like your little veins on your eyelids, and so it does that, but it also really works great as a base. So I will sometimes set this with powder, but honestly y'all, lately I haven't. I've been like just skipping right on into our eyeshadow, and that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm going to kind of talk through what I'm doing. This video is gonna be so long, and if it is, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just making this like so easy. I'm not really like, I don't know, like doing just like this professional way of how I've always done it. I'm just gonna do like a little get ready with me. I have like my little makeup bag that has everything in it, so if we mess up, we messed up. But I'm going to be using a newer makeup palette that I have purchased probably a month ago. I think I purchased this around my birthday, and that was in August. This is the Morphe 39S Such a Gem palette. It is one of the newer palettes that they came out with. I just think it's really pretty because with me having like blue eyes, I love, love, love mauve colors on my face. And this palette has a lot of pretty like summer colors, but they also have some pretty like fall colors too. Like they have some browns, some greens, and so I think today I really want to use this green. I used this a while back when I was doing a primer wear test over on my Instagram page, and I did this eye look, and I had a lot of people say how they loved it. So I think that's what we're going to do because I never did a video on that. So we are going to use this palette and probably use this pretty little like mint green just because it has some pretty colors for fall. So we're gonna go ahead and work in our transition color. And I do not have any of the colors, the labels right here, like the name of the colors, but I'm gonna try and remember and list that like in the description of the video. But we're gonna go in with the light 2 brown colors on the very tippy top, and we're gonna go ahead and just blend this out on our crease all over, like so. We're not really gonna do a cut crease because I am like honestly not that great at cut creases, but we are going to add some primer for our base for the green glitter so it will stay on throughout our wear today. I'm just gonna continue to blend this in. I'm doing a light and then a brown color just to get the color that I want, and then if it's too light I will lighten it up, and then if it's too dark there's a lot of colors that you can use to brighten it. So that's what we're gonna do. After I've already done the transition color, I don't really darken it up anymore. I have been just getting the same tube of concealer and putting it with the doe foot, and then just getting like a little mirror, like where is it? Here it is. And then just using it to apply this as a base where I'm gonna put that green. So I just kind of tack it on right here. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna take that same beauty blender that I did to blend it and then just blend this out. So we're not really doing a cut crease, but it's still gonna be kind of a line like one, I guess you could say. I have been doing this for like a while, like a couple months doing it this way, and so I've kind of like perfected it to kind of be a cut crease when it's not really performed like a cut crease. So we're gonna continue just to blend out those edges so it doesn't really look that sharp. And then what I'm probably going to do is do this eye like on camera and then do this one eye off, because y'all, I will get started to talking and then this video is gonna be an hour long and I do not want to edit that. So after that, after we blended it out, I'm going to get another product, and this is something that I have talked about over on my Instagram page, and then I have talked about it, I'm pretty sure, on like a video. So this is the NYX glitter glue. This is phenomenal when you are applying glitters, no matter if it's like a metallic shade or any color like that, because I have noticed that this really does work, and it just kind of helps like the glitter just stay on a little like better. So I will put the concealer on my eyes and then do like a little squirt and then blend this out just like I did the concealer. I've had this too for probably 2.5 months and I still haven't went through half of it, because you only need a little bit, and so that's all that you need. So after that I'm going to dab it and then blend it out a little bit more like so. And then sometimes if I feel like I have kind of ruined the edges, I'll go back in my little brush, dip into the color, and kind of just define that again, so it doesn't look harsh. You kind of want to make sure that your edges always look seamless and that you've blended it, and that although you may not have taken 30 minutes, you want to make it look like you took 30 minutes to blend it. Okay, so usually I'll let that dry just for a couple seconds just so it can be tacky for my color, just like you would if you were applying your like eyelashes. Like let the glue dry and be tacky for that. So next what we're going to do is we're going to open up to the palette and we're going to get this color right here. I am obsessed with this color. Used it a while back and I just honestly haven't dipped back into it. So I'm going to run my finger through it. That's what it looks like. And I'm sorry, I have a new friend on my face. He's been here for like a week. But we're just going to ignore him. Okay, so here's our color and we're just going to pack it down. And I'm not going to leave this color this dark. I'm going to be using a ColourPop Cosmetic single eyeshadow just to kind of brighten it up and not make it, because I hate really dark colors on my eyes. I kind of always like to use something just to lighten it up a little bit. And then I'm going to blend this out because I still want to see that brown color, so I'm going to go in and kind of just dust that right here, dump into the dark color and kind of smoke up those edges a little bit. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a darker brown and definitely smoke it up. Just because there's not a lot of like darker brown, green colors in this palette, you are kind of limited with the smoke in it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is take this ColourPop color. This is in the color Ladybird. I am obsessed with it. I bought it at Ulta. It's like $4 or however much their single like shot colors are. And I've probably only had this for maybe a month and a half. And that's how much I've used. Like, I use it every single day. I layer it over all of my eyeshadows every day. And so it's really great. It's a really pretty kind of neutral shimmer color. So I'm going to dip my finger into that and just pack it on right on top of that green. Just so y'all can see, it kind of gives it a little bit more of like a shine. And it doesn't make it look as like heavy and like thick on the eyes, and it makes it a really pretty fall look with the green. And then like in the crease we have those brown neutral shades, which really give it a pop. We're just going to lay this down and gonna go back into our crease and kind of fix those edges because it's looking a little crazy. Okay, so I went ahead and I did the other eye off camera, and now we're gonna move on to our face. I'm probably gonna speed up some of the parts. I'm gonna tell you what I use, and then just for time's sake, I'm just gonna speed it up because this video is gonna be really long. Okay, but for primer, I really have been using a lot of different primers. Like, I have been using the Too Faced Do You, and then I have kind of been popping in the new e.l.f. Jelly Pop, and I'm really on the fence about that. I did do like a primer review over on my Instagram page, so if y'all are not following me there, be sure you do, because I don't do a lot of makeup looks like I do on here, but I do like a lot of reviews and like haul videos over there, so be sure you go follow me over there. I'll have it in the description box of the video. But I did do, got that in my mouth, a primer review of the new e.l.f. Jelly Pop, and I just really don't know how I like it. But for this video, I'm actually doing a primer that I have loved, but I haven't really got back into it, and it is the Tarte Base Tape. I have been missing my Tarte foundation, y'all, but I have so many new bottles of foundation that I've opened that like I'm trying to use up before I dare get another one. I really miss the Tarte Face Tape foundation. It was my favorite. It really worked well with like my dry skin, but stupid me got the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I don't really have a lot of oily skin, and so it's a little drying, but it's gonna be okay. I'm still gonna use it, but just with a different primer. Okay, so for foundations lately, I have been loving the Estee Lauder. This is actually, we just repurchased this a couple days ago, and I'm in the color Cool Bone. I think I could go probably lighter, but I kind of like to do a heavy bronze, and so that kind of like, I guess, evens it out. And then I have been loving the Laura Geller. I've kind of been mixing these two and then putting my concealer just to lighten it up, but I've really been enjoying these because it gives me like the really great coverage and the flawless finish that I like. So I think that's what we're gonna do today, do our Estee Lauder. And if y'all wanna see any kind of easier makeup looks, like maybe if you're like in middle school or if you're in high school, if you're a college student like I am, and y'all just kind of wanna see more easy stuff, like for class or just pretty much in general, let me know because I would be glad to do that. So today I'm only gonna be using my Estee Lauder, and then I'm dipping the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in. My music is so loud, I apologize. And we're just going to be blending these two on the back of my hand and then massaging or just dabbing this on our face. And then I'm just going to quickly blend this out because hopefully y'all know how to blend makeup, maybe, if you watch my videos. So after we have blended out our foundation, we're going to conceal and brighten all of those areas that need a little bit of brightness in our life. So we're going to do our under eyes, and I usually do this by section because if I put too much concealer on my face, it'll dry and it'll just like leave like patchy marks, and I can't blend it out because it's already dry. So I usually do my eyes first, and then we will blend out the other areas. And I'm just saying, y'all, I use a lot of concealer. I love, love, love a bright under eye. So that's what we're gonna do, and go ahead and blend this out. I always like to blend in a triangular motion just to brighten the entire eye. Okay, so I have already did my concealer under my eyes, my forehead, my nose, and then my chin and cupid's bow. I'm just kind of finishing blending it all out so it'll look seamless. But next we're gonna go into setting your face, and I have either been doing the translucent Maybelline or I have been doing the matte. If you have drier skin, you're probably gonna wanna do the matte, and if you have oily skin, you're gonna wanna do this. I think today I'm going to use this one. I might regret it because it might be a little drying, but we're gonna use a beauty blender, and I'm just going to bake really lightly because if I get too crazy with this, it really will dry out my under eyes, and I do not want that because I'm going out with my friend, and so I don't want this to look crazy. So I'm really gonna apply it everywhere that I did my baking or my concealing, and then I will go on the areas that I didn't put any powder, and I'll put the other one, which is the matte one. So we're just gonna let this sit for just a second, and then I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline. This is what it looks like. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, so it's a matte powder or a pressed powder. Then I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild, the big fluffy. This is actually a blush brush, but I use it for powder. And then we're just going to press in those areas so our makeup will not slip throughout the day, the night, or whatever your plans are for the day. And I'm gonna continue just to let the powder sit. And usually about this time, I'm usually doing my eyeliner or like maybe my brows. I really don't do my brows a lot, y'all. My brows are not my strong point, and I really don't have any like problems with my brows. So 9 times out of 10, I don't do them. But I will just blend this down my neck. And I'm thinking I might do a wing today. So you might do that. I think that's what we're gonna go ahead and do while this is baking. Okay, so y'all are like up close and personal on my eyeball. I got a pimple right there, I know. But we're gonna go ahead and do the wing. I'm gonna try and keep this in frame. I struggle with that a lot, but let's go ahead and see if I can not mess up in front of the camera. So I'm using the Laura Geller eyeliner. It's my favorite. It's a pen liner. So usually what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and mark the line like this, or draw the line, and then I'll go, get on an angle. And usually I will keep the eyeshadow curved, so if I ever do a eyeliner, I have like a point where I can make that line, if that makes sense. And then I will connect it. Okay, so for the eyeliner, I was using the Laura Geller, the Line and Define Black and Brown Dual Dimension. So it has a liquid eyeliner on that side, and then this kind of brown one on the other side. So if you are interested in that, highly recommend it. But I really do prefer when I do my wing, I prefer to do it with a pen, which is what I was using, because I feel like I have more of like control over like how I do my wing. When I do it with a liquid eyeliner, I feel like I have a slippy hand, and it kind of like messes up, and it kind of like makes it look very thin and not really define my eyes. So I really prefer using a pen. You can try it out both ways. There's some really inexpensive liquid eyeliner pens, and then some kind of like a marker pen. I guess that's literally what I was using. To kind of see like what y'all like best. Elf has some really great ones, so try it out, see which one you like best, and then that's pretty much the only advice I have for that, determining whether or not which one you like. But I have been using a pen for like forever, and so it works best for me. So we're gonna go ahead and finish the face because I'm pretty sure my face is already done baking. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. I kind of like to pat it and then like blend it out. just so it can finish setting. Alrighty, so for bronzer today, we're going to be dipping into the Milani, the Sunkissed Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. I have been absolutely loving this. I have been grabbing this way more than like my Hoola bronzer or any of the other ones that I've tried. I'm pretty sure this is like 10 bucks at Ulta, and I have used this all summer long. It doesn't look like I have, but like I use it every day. So we're gonna dip into this. This brush broke. I don't know, like I think it came from TJ Maxx. It's like one of my favorite ones. So we're just going to bronze up our face. And doing the forehead just a little bit. I don't really bronze too much on my forehead. I just kind of give it like a natural glow just so it kind of blends really great and seamlessly. I'm just gonna touch a little bit up there. Alright, so next for blush, we're going to use the Anastasia. This is the blush trio in the color Pink Passion. It's been my favorite for about 2 months now. And we're going to be using our Farrah. This is the 50F brush. I'm going to be dipping into these 2 pink colors. I love it. We're just going to be popping it on the apples of our cheek. A nose itch. Okay, the last thing for our face, we're going to be using highlighter, and it's the Anastasia The Dream Glow Kit. I absolutely love this palette. We're going to go into Wish. No. We're going to go into Sunshine. It is that pretty golden color on the bottom middle. Going in with my my Morphe M310 brush and laying this right on top. Right on top of our blush. Okay, so the next 2 steps that we're going to do is our mascara. I'm not going to show this on camera because I'm sure that y'all know how to do it. But I'm going to be using my Voluminous L'Oreal Lash Paradise Primer, and then I'm going to be using my Sephora. This is the Lash Craft. Love it so much, so I'm going to be coming back on when I get it done. Okay, so I have already finished with my mascara, and we're going to move on to our lips. Give it some color. So I think I'm just going to keep it like neutral just because we went kind of heavy on the eyes. I'm going to keep my lips to be a little bit neutral. So we're going to go in with the LA Girl. This is one of their lip liners in the color Flesh. It's just a really pretty light nude brown. And we're just going to go ahead and line our lips for our lipstick. I don't normally just overline my lips, but I will somewhat kind of overline. Just kind of make them look pretty much natural. And honestly, I'm pretty sure that LA Girl, their lip liners are probably my favorite because they're so cheap. They're like $5. And you can always use a coupon, and so that kind of just like makes it a little bit better. And they're like a good like length. Usually a lot of lip liners are like really short. Not this one. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I love this. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, y'all know how much I talk about this. I have a collection going. I have like 6 of them, and I love it. And this is in the color Caro, C-A-I-R-O, Caro. Just bought this for the 2nd time this weekend. So we're just going to lay this right over our lip liner. And sometimes what I'll do is, if it's too light or if it's too matte, I will put a little gloss over it just to kind of give it a little bit of shine. But I actually really like how this makeup look turned out. It's a really pretty easy fall, not too terribly heavy, but it's not going to be like an easy peasy like everyday kind of look that I would go for. This is kind of like a special occasion type thing. But I'm kind of digging it, honestly. Okay, so before I let go, I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eye. This is something that I do every day and in every video. Just gonna take a little highlighting powder palette. This is by Anastasia, and I'm gonna take that white color right there, and then just put a little bit into the inner corner, like so, just to brighten it up. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed it. Felt really good to get back in front of the camera. I know it has been a long month without filming at all, but if y'all want to see any more kind of makeup videos like this, please let me know. I think I'm going to be doing a couple more makeup tutorials like this. I don't really know how often I'm going to post. It might be once a week, it might be once every 2 weeks, just kind of whenever my schedule allows, because of course school comes first. But this is fun to me and I enjoy it. It kind of gets my mind off of stuff, and so I definitely want to keep this going because I know y'all want to see it too. But yeah, I think this looked really great. Be sure you follow me on all of my social medias, especially my makeup page, because y'all can kind of see kind of what I'm up to when I'm not on here filming. But let me know what other videos that y'all want to see. Just give me ideas, drop them down below. Be sure you're subscribed. If you're not, then I don't know what you're doing. But make sure you subscribe, like this video if you liked it, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.